Good morning, traders. Jefferson Fossey here with Walsh Trading. It is Tuesday, November 4th. It's a couple ticks here after 7:45 in the morning. The grain markets just paused their overnight session here. Let's take a look and see what the markets did yesterday, what may have happened overnight, and what might happen here today. Please keep in mind the futures trading does involve substantial amounts of risk. Certainly not suitable for all investors, traders, or producers. So, starting off here, December fat cattle yesterday, live cattle up 252 on Monday here. Higher highs, higher lows, just by a little bit. We did find decent support. The market did bounce up above that 100-day moving average here with Friday's trade. Left a nice big spike low under there. Market seems kind of tentative here, at least to my eye. I think the fundamentals are still bullish. But the traders at the moment seem really reluctant to kind of push things higher. Feeders had a decent day up here yesterday, 462 higher here in January, closing 336.52, also back up above that 100-day moving average in the nearby feeder cattle contract here as well. And the gains here yesterday for both the fats and the feeders were pretty consistent with the gains that we were seeing, in the past when the market had been trending higher. They were pretty decent breadth of volume, fairly decent price activity here yesterday. The February contract was up 272 here in the fats as well. So the market's trying to hold some support here. I think that 100-day level is key. And we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Looking over at the lean hogs, big bearish engulfment here yesterday, closing 67 lower here at 80.60. Opened up on the highs of the day. They're up there at 81.72 yesterday and traded lower here for most of the session. Now you did get a little bit of a bounce off the intraday lows here. We got as low as 79.77. Closed, went at 80.60, well off of those lows here, but back underneath that 200-day moving average here. This is the first time we've closed under it, I believe. Not a particularly strong sign. Today's Tuesday. You might get a bounce out of it here on a turnaround Tuesday type of trade. Volume yesterday was the highest we've seen here since the middle of October, the 14th. Leads me to believe there's probably more selling pressure ahead here in the hogs. Looking at December corn here yesterday, nice strong day up 2 3/4. Not exactly zooming, but it is making some headway. Higher highs, higher lows. Today it's turnaround Tuesday, so we're down about 4 1/4, trading 430 even here in December corn. I think that 200-day moving average, 436 3/4. That also kind of tops out at last week's high. Thursday's high was 437. We get back up above that. We'll see the bulls come back out, push us up to 445, 450 without too much of a problem. I think the market's just kind of backing and filling here, to my eye. March corn, same kind of thing, 4 cents lower here, 442 3/4 yesterday, holding 10-day moving average support here in the overnight market. And looking like it wants to, it's run out of momentum here. We are kind of parked against the highs that we had here in the middle of September. Might get a little bit of pressure on it, but all in all, I think the corn market does want to go higher. Soybeans yesterday closed at their highest level here since July of 24. Yesterday they were up 19, closing 1134 1/4. Very strong move. Today they're giving most of that back. 17 1/4 lower here is where the overnight session finished. 11.17. Expect if we're going to see some weakness, that big fat round number of $11 does need to hold as support. 5 days just under us here, 11.13 3/4. Kind of an inside day. I mean, this is big bearish day here so far from the overnight session, but still inside yesterday's range. Haven't really done too much damage to the chart. Might just be turnaround Tuesday. Soymeal yesterday ended its streak of 14 days up in a row, closing here just 80 cents lower. Big trading range yesterday. Its high was 325.20, low was 315.80, so almost a $10 trading range here. But it did run out of some bullish momentum this morning. It's down about $3, $3.10 lower in the December here at 317.70. Like this market from the long side, see if it pulls back to about 311, 312, somewhere in that range. Ultimately, I think your big support level, well, besides the big fat round number at $300, is probably right around 302 or so. Need to hold up above that. But expect soy meal to kind of trade lower here. Look to be a buyer on dips here, in my opinion. December soybean oil. Yeah, this morning it's down 58. Yesterday had a very nice bullish recovery, closing up $1.16 here. I think capitalizing on the weakness that was apparent in the soy meal market here for most of the day. But this morning you're getting more selling pressure back underneath that 200-day moving average. 1 day up. It was a nice strong day up yesterday. It might have been a market reversal here, but they're giving most of that back here today. Short-term averages are all still on the sell side here in bean oil, at least on my chart. Wheat is the one grain market that's up today. Yesterday gained 9.5 cents in the Chicago contract. Today it's adding another 3 here so far. We're right now 546 half, 550, 549 3/4 was the overnight high. 550 is a nice big fat round even number of resistance from here. Wheat market's poked its head up above that 100-day moving average now 2 days, yesterday and today. Last time we did that, and it only lasted for 2 days. The third day we finished back under it here. Hopefully this is a little bit different setup. I think the market's trying to base here and starting to hook its way higher. And wheat market's trading the highest it's been here since the end of July. Don't want to get too excited yet, but the wheat market seems to be making a bullish turn. KC wheat as well, although it is lagging. Between those two markets, it's only up 1/4 cent here today, gained 7 1/4 here yesterday. Also up above that 100-day moving average. 5-10-day hook to the buy side here in KC wheat on October 20th. Market's been working its way higher pretty much since then. Had a couple of down days, but for the most part it's been working its way up. Markets that I've got new signals in here today. Cocoa, it's down 44 here on the day. Had a big day up yesterday, 408 higher. Signals are getting a little whipsaw here. Had a sell signal here on Friday. Kind of caution you about that here in this video. Market ripped higher here today, or yesterday rather. Slowing its roll here a little bit today, but I think I like this market temporarily anyway better from the long side right now. It wouldn't get too bullish. Certainly possible that we go back up and test the upper end of the trading range, but regardless, short-term averages are flipping back to the buy side here in cocoa market. Copper's kicking out a signal here on my chart today. It's down a little over 12 cents right now, or 10 cents. Yeah, no, 12 cents lower. The cash market's only down 10 cents here this morning. 5-10-day moving averages are flipping over to the sell side here. We're back underneath that 100-day moving average. 200 might give us a little bit of support here, 489.43. But the market seems like it does want to get a little bit weak. Would have expected more to the upside here last week if we were going to break out and continue to work its way higher. And the other market that I've got a signal in here today is natural gas here. December contracts down about a nickel here today, 421.90 or so. Yesterday closed up 14.2 cents. Very strong move here the last 3 days. I mean, last Wednesday we closed at 381.50. Today we're trading 422.80, up above that 100-day moving average. 5-10 days flipping over back to the bullish side here. Nat gas is also getting a little bit whipsawy as well. Had a sell signal here last Thursday, but now we're pushing right back higher here again. Winter is coming, might give a boost to the nat gas markets. That's about what I've got time for here today, folks. I do appreciate you listening. Remember to like this video if you like it, share it, subscribe it. That way you'll get notifications when I do another live stream here tomorrow, or even on Wednesday afternoons when I do my midweek commodity outlook. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later.